I think it's off.
There we go.
Okay, so long story short,
Okay.
we took a break. Gimbal made an athletics check to use the rope of climbing to get across to the shoulder of Unglamor. Gimbal has seen her open her eye and look at him. This hasn't really affected you, Gimbal, in any way, except that it's sort of been a surprise.
Unnerving.
Right. When
All
you
right.
look back, her eyes closed again.
Oh. Okay. All right.
Gimbal, Gimbal, you want to make an investigation check?
Yeah.
No.
Yep. They won't go well, but yes. Oh, 11.
11.
Not terrible.
Not terrible. It's almost as if you feel like she can see you even though her eyes are closed.
Oh, that's okay. Okay.
You notice that her skin at this point is like stone.
So I'll turn over to all the others after I've met it and say, okay, we doing this?
Yep.
We're doing it.
All right.
Keep focused.
I'll take the key in hand and head towards the mouth and yep. Slot it in.
So you put the key into her mouth. You turn
I like to
the
think
key.
every time I do
Muzzle.
anything, I'm looking up. Just okay, and then so I put the key in.
All right.
Turn it a little.
Turn it a little.
Mhm.
All right. Nothing immediately happens.
Okay, and
but you can feel the teeth gripping the key inside the lock.
okay, cool. All right, yep. Twist away.
And suddenly, the whole fucking apparatus just slides off as all the chains release.
Am I safe as it falls or like drops?
You are going to make an acrobatics check,
right?
Or an athletics check, whichever one is better for you.
Acrobatics. Yeah, 24.
24. Okay, you managed to avoid all of this stuff flying off around you and whipping about as all the chains come off. Just the muzzle.
Oh shit!
Just the muzzle.
Oh, okay.
Just the muzzle. The muzzle slides forward down her body and it tumbles down, bouncing off her as it goes down, and finally this massive thud on the floor below, kicking up dust and dirt into the air and fragments of stone. Now you can see her mouth.
Is she still stone?
She is still
She's
stone.
still stone?
Yep.
That's her skin, though.
We give it a minute.
Oh, we need to use the scroll of restoration on her.
Wait,
That's all
do
we
we?
need to do. Well, I mean,
Can I make a nature check on her? Maybe.
You can make a nature check on her.
I'm basing this on the idea that Hank knows that there's more than just one type of giant, right?
Right.
Am I in bitey range?
Okay.
Bitey range? As to say, if she wanted to bite you, she probably could.
Yes.
Yeah, she
All
could
right.
bite you.
Can I shift over to like the edge of her shoulder?
Yeah.
Just like you can't really. I mean, it would be weird if she could bite me from there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe I'll climb on her head. Can I climb on her head?
You can make an athletics check to climb on her head.
Mm-hmm.
You
Oh shit nuts. That one.
Oh, Gimbal.
Damn.
Gimbal. You're falling, Gimbal.
I still have the ankle.
yes.
He's got the ankle apparatus.
The ankle rope.
Okay, which saves your sorry ass.
Ooh.
And now you're hanging from the rope upside down from the apparatus.
This is what I was talking about. All right, I'll try to levy my way like back up and start climbing the rope up.
We better drag him back up, right?
How are we going to drag him back up?
Gimbal, can you roll me a d20, please?
Mm-hmm.
Do we not have the other end of the rope with us?
This d20 is to determine the strength and capacity of the harness that you've made. Oh.
But Josiah tied it.
Oh.
Josiah tied it.
It's beginning to tear.
Can I swing towards the statue?
You can swing in either direction at this point.
Towards the statue.
Yep, okay, towards the statue. All right, make an acrobatics check.
Fuck you, dice. 10.
10. You bounce off the statue and swing back out again as the harness totally begins to strip now. The first buckle just rips out. The harness slides down to another length. You can make another acrobatics check.
8.
The harness breaks.
Okay.
You
All right.
falling. You have 3 chances to catch something on the way down. Each time that you fail will add exponentially to the damage dice of the falling damage. All right. So your first acrobatics check.
8.
Okay, you're falling.
All right, so falling dramatically. No
second-
regrets.
Second check.
10.
Fail. Still falling. Last check.
12.
Okay.
Aggressively going up in 2s.
How much hit points
That's
do you
with
have
plus.
right
That's
now?
with plus 6.
It's with plus 6.
Wow.
How many hit points
All
do
of
you
that
have,
with
Gimbal?
plus 6. I'm on 52.
52. Okay. All right. Well, one moment, please.
Oh god.
Sounds like a lot of dice.
Hey,
It does.
silver lining. This might be a good time to get that shit, that crap out of his head.
By bashing my fucking brains in.
47 hit points of dice damage, falling damage, hitting things on the way
Good
down.
time to get the
bouncing
crap
off
out of his head.
stuff.
That's what I heard.
47. Nice. All right.
47.
Where have
So he's
I
got 5
landed?
hit points left.
Where have you landed?
Is that me losing internet connection?
Yeah, it's you.
Ah.
Gimbal.
It's me. Oh, damn.
I can still hear you, Tricky.
Gimbal, you're pretty much down
you're a
back
bit
at,
jumpy.
back at the feet now.
Ow.
And you the only reason you didn't die is because you hit
A bunch of shit on the
a
way.
bunch of shit on the way down.
Broke your fall.
I kept trying.
You broke your fall
Right, you
by
kept-
falling.
I'm a scrapper.
Right. And there was probably, you didn't see it earlier, but there were weeds and vines hanging through that area too, and trees and stuff that was sticking out. So there's a certain amount of foliage that you had to pass through as well.
Okay, cool.
That broke your fall just enough that you didn't quite die.
That's fine. I'm gonna lie on the ground. I assume pretty close to that pin that frees her
Yeah.
for a while.
And Gimbal, as you're laying there, you see the Quartle, the angelic figure, the snake woman, crosses across to you, and she bends down next to you.
Just like, hi, Dario.
She heals you for 13 points of hit points. 13 hit points.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
thank you.
Oh,
I'll also,
very nice of you.
yeah, all right.
Um,
I'll lean up.
And
There.
Dario.
Thank you.
And Dario.
So we
Mario.
And I'll chug the drink, my magic water too.
Right, so there's another 3d6 hit points.
Mhm. So that is
jeez.
12.
All
My
right,
legs feel less broken.
right. The muzzle's kind of laying next to you as well on the ground. The chains and things have all struck various items and objects on the way down, taking out chunks of stone and shit, but everything has fallen to rest now.
Okay. I'll look around. I'm just debating if I climb back up or not. I'm just trying to think, okay, are we gonna come back down here again? Maybe if we free her, if they free her. No, I'll climb. I'm climbing up. So I'll start. Oh, Dario, sweetie, could you give me a lift? I just don't want to climb all those stairs again.
She smiles and moves away from you.
Ah,
Oh, shame.
well, thanks anyway. All right, and I'll start climbing.
All right. So you go back around and around and around,
Mhm.
making your way back up again. Okay, and you eventually
we-
get back
I
up
mean,
where they
yeah.
are.
So he's we know he's alive. Okay, that's
So
good.
you've seen him fall. Yeah,
Yeah.
you've heard him. You've seen Andariel heal him a little too. Tricky Bob would know what it was anyway. The others, you might not be so sure what happened, but
Once I get there, I turned to Josiah. I was like, okay, so where did you learn to tie knots? Did
I
you
think-
go to a course, or did Mother teach you this?
I think I used an overhand where I should have used a figure of 8. I see my mistake now. It's as obvious as day.
Silly you, just
Close your eyes.
Maybe I should have used a bowline. I don't know.
Okay.
classic Jake.
Yep. Cool. So she's still. I turned back and so she's still stoned.
Still stone.
Tricky.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have that magic spell? That spell. Oh, we've got the scroll.
Do I? Or did
You
Hank have
do.
it? Oh, okay.
I
have
thought
it.
you
Cool.
had it.
somebody has.
Mm,
Tricky's got them, I think.
okay.
Tricky saved Josiah, and then Josiah made a big thing out of
We got
it.
3 scrolls, or is it 2
There's
scrolls?
one left. I
2.
think.
No, we would have
No, hang on.
had.
I was making a nature check, right?
You were.
Oh, yeah.
Hank. And how did that go?
19.
Well, Hank, you are aware that this particular individual has been described as a cloud giant.
Okay. Right. Okay. Yeah. Cool.
Mhm.
That's it
What-
from Hank.
What does that
Scroll.
mean?
I mean, it means that it's not a stone giant like I thought it might be.
Oh, right. Okay. So we use
because
scroll.
because she's made of stone.
I
Ah.
think we use the scroll, yeah.
Right. Yeah,
Or at
let's
least she
use-
might look like
But
she's made of stone.
if we,
if she was
okay,
a
but
stone
that
giant.
that changes things. If we turn her back into a cloud, won't she just fly off?
I don't think she's a cloud. She's a cloud giant.
A
Okay,
stone giant is stone.
a stone giant's stone, but a cloud giant isn't
No,
cloud.
that's,
Well, I don't think a
you're
stone
taking,
giant. is
you're all
also
taking this too
stone.
literally. Gimbal is a
Yeah.
wood elf. That doesn't mean that he is an elf made of wood. I am
Yeah.
a half elf.
That's
That does
not-
not mean I am half of an elf.
Then why did everyone
You
always
are.
tell me to stay away from
Yeah,
fires?
you are.
Kind of does.
Kind of does.
He clenches his fist.
I guess I'm a mountain dwarf and I'm not a mountain.
In made
Yes.
of mountains.
Do we understand the difference? Not to be taken literally.
Except in some
Yeah.
cases where it is.
Well, hang on, but what do we know of cloud giants?
Do I know anything of cloud giants?
What if do any of us know for certainty
Yeah.
that they aren't made of clouds?
Okay, so all right. Well, what you definitely know the answer to this, Tricky Bob. No, cloud giants are not made of clouds.
All right then.
Okay.
Cloud giants live in castles that fly among the clouds.
Oh,
Oh.
that's pretty cool.
But
We
they're
should
not
get one.
they don't exist anymore, right?
Apparently,
But what happened to the castles?
who knows?
Questions.
Cloud castle. Crow's Rest.
You're looking for an upgrade. Hank's upgrading in his mind already. From Crow's Reds to Cloud Giant
Yeah.
Castle.
It would be
Mhm.
pretty neat.
Anyway,
Mm.
So this is okay then. All right, let's do it.
All right. So who's doing what?
Well, I guess we're gonna try and talk to her first, and then if that doesn't work, maybe use one of those restoration scrolls.
Do you
It
still have
clearly
the
doesn't
head?
work. We've
Do you
tried.
still have the stone head, the Medusa head?
Oh yeah,
I think they just turned to redstone, though, right?
Sorry?
it's in the. Hang on, I reached into the bag of holding Medusa head.
Whoop.
Ah!
There it is.
Don't
It's
look
in a
at it.
it's in a bag. It's not.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
in a
don't-
bag.
don't look
It's
at
in
Okay,
a
right.
bag in a bag.
In a
Well-
bag. In a bag.
mhm.
We can
bag, in a
de-stone
bag,
her, and then if she acts up, we re-stone her.
But don't tell her
All right.
that we can.
But we need to make sure that
Okay,
we've got
good
somebody
point.
with a head in her line of sight.
Josiah, here, you're really good with this.
Yeah, you've got intimate knowledge.
Hold this. Hold this.
All right,
behind your back.
and I'll hold the bag and I'll be looking away from it at all times.
Mhm.
Okay.
Keep it behind you. Then you don't have to look at it at all.
Remember that at the point where you are, at the top of the stairs, the very top of the tube tunnel, what do we call this space?
Mhm.
This cavernous space. You are literally behind her.
Oh,
So
Right.
Yeah.
Desire,
Can we get
if you-
face
if
to
you wanna-
face?
If you want to get face to face with her, you'd have to climb around the chamber at the same level.
Can we just be a little bit below her then? Like, can we follow the stairs around? Like, where will that land us if we
Yeah,
face?
that would bring you down to sort of just below her throat height.
yeah,
Let's
that
do
seems like a best place for us to be. Yeah.
I've been out there and it's not worth it.
Yeah.
And if Josiah's tying ropes,
Fair enough.
it's not-
Fair enough. I'm sorry, Gimbal.
Yep.
All right, let's mosey around to the other side.
Mhm.
Mosey
freezer.
around to the other side. All right.
Yeah.
So you do that. Good. Done.
All right,
Okay,
Tricky, if you will.
you're taking the lead here, Tricky.
Yeah. Don't be judgy.
Fine. Be nice. Maybe she's really good. Maybe she's just another Tricky.
I can also understand what's going on because I'll have my understand languages too.
Okay.
Up.
All right, well, you
Up
play
and running.
interpreter for us, Hank, while Tricky focuses on
Good idea.
the back and forth.
On the talking.
Mhm.
All right.
Alright.
Guess we have to use the restoration scroll, don't we?
Mhm.
I think you could probably try talking to her first, just in case.
Is she stoned?
You're stoned.
Yeah, what does it
He-
cost
hell-
to shout out?
Unglamor! I shout.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any
That's all.
response?
Gimbal,
Mhm.
you see her eyes open and swivel towards you.
Ah!
Oh, okay. She is.
But no. Only Gimbal sees this.
Oh, right.
Can you guys see that? No?
See what?
No?
See
The
what?
eyes? The eyes. The eyes are open.
What on earth was that noise, Gimbal?
Ah. Okay. So
Then you must
ca- okay.
notice. If we have a look at what he's yelling about, do we see anything?
You don't.
Mhm.
Okay.
All right. All right. Well, I'll just keep this
What are
going.
you
Then.
talking about, Gimbal?
Can you speak?
No response.
Mhm. Okay. All right. So one of Hank, try shouting her name.
Unglamor.
Unglamor.
All right. Cool.
Echo,
Hey, Tricky,
echo.
Mhm.
try talking to her in giant.
I say Unglamor in giant
Sounds a lot like
Unglamor.
Unglamor.
with a slight inflection that is very giant-like,
Unglamor.
Yeah.
exactly like that.
So-
Exactly like that. All right. Well done, Tricky.
Mm.
Nothing happens.
Hmm.
So you guys don't see it.
See what?
Never
Gimbal,
mind. Never
think-
mind.
I
It's
think
not
she
worth
should-
it.
Hmm.
Cast a spell. This is fine.
All right. Let's restore her, I guess.
All right. You cast the lesser restoration from the spell. Is it lesser or greater restoration?
I think it's
Greater.
greater. Yeah.
Greater, I
Scroll.
believe.
Okay, yeah. Okay, and you see the surface of her, the skin, the stone, crumble away, turning to little pieces of dust and detritus as it just falls away from her, and you see her skin below that, and then finally she does tilt her head up and open her actual physical eyes. And you can see that she's actually quite a pale-skinned giant.
Hmm.
Facial expression wise, angry.
Confused at first.
Okay.
And then slowly she glances around and looks up at you lot sitting on this thing.
Marcus Giant.
Great. Say hello, Tricky Bob.
How do you do?
Greetings, small one. It has
Greetings,
been
larger
a
one.
long time since I have spoken.
Why are you stone?
This is my fate, my
What-
punishment.
What have you done?
I am but the daughter of Memnor.
Right,
That
we know
is
that
my
much.
crime.
Have you are you pro Minmore?
Pro Memnor.
Yeah, do you support him?
Memnor is my father.
That doesn't really mean anything.
Perhaps not to you.
Okay. Who imprisoned you?
Sadly, I have been handed to the Stormazine. It is they that have imprisoned me.
And why have they done so? Just
For
because,
I am the daughter of Memnor.
right? But I mean, what did you do as a daughter of Minmore?
I am said not to be trusted.
Okay, well, you're not really selling yourself to us very well here. Do you think you deserve to be imprisoned?
She looks at you closely and she says, does anyone deserve 30,000 years of imprisonment for
Probably in some
anything?
circumstances.
Like, perhaps you will tell me.
I don't know. Is there like a Sidarial version of Hitler or something like that that I can reference?
Yeah, there's the great lich, arch lich Ivariel, who is quite bad.
Okay. Yeah, someone like Ivariel, for example, I feel like that's a worthy punishment of such. So, I mean, if you've done something that's on that scale, maybe.
Far worse.
My God, okay. Josiah.
What was her crime?
Tricky Bob, ask her what she did.
Yeah.
Yeah, wait, was she just saying that she was a daughter? Okay, yeah, okay. What have you done besides being born?
I
Ask
carried.
her to tell us of her deeds.
Of what? Oh, deeds.
I think is being really cry. Do you say deeds?
Deeds?
Can you hear us?
I don't know. He's freaking me out.
Are you with us, Hank? Can you hear us?
Yeah. I was waiting for you. I thought you were saying something.
Oh,
Oh.
we're asking what you said. Ask
Yeah.
about deeds. is
Oh,
that-
right. Sorry. No, I said ask her about her deeds.
Yeah.
In
Her
li- in
deeds,
life.
right?
Her
Okay.
deeds.
Yeah, her deeds.
Yeah. Yes.
How many lives has she taken?
Okay. Yeah.
Bearing in mind that Tricky is the only one that can have this conversation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we were just
Right,
there.
okay.
It's
Not
Well,
understand
I'll-
listening to a lot of grunting.
I'll still go back to my first question, which was like, what have you done besides being born that is worthy of this punishment?
I carried the notes. I carried the message to the dragons.
Right, a message and memo, I imagine, and you probably ordered them to kill all the giants, right? Is that what
I
I'm
am
inferring?
responsible for handing over the secrets of the giants to the dragons.
Right, okay. And why did you do that?
I did as I was asked by my father.
I mean, you could have rebelled, right?
I could have rebelled if I had only known.
So you didn't know what you were doing.
I did not.
Okay.
Her Tricky, ask her if she knew now what she did then, would she do it again?
Okay.
Double checking that you guys all suddenly speak giant.
No, I'm just saying
Hank does.
I
Hank-
can understand.
Oh, Hank can
Hank can
comprehend.
understand. Okay, cool,
Yeah.
cool. Good.
Okay. So if you knew, if you weren't kept in the dark, would you would you have done that?
That is a difficult question, little one. You ask that I defy my father, Memnor.
Mm-hmm.
It is a great service, an honor to many to die for their patriarchs, their fathers, their family lines, their gods and deities.
Yep.
Would I have done it again? I am penitent.
All right. Can you tell us more of the secrets of the giants?
Why are you intending to free me?
Would you ask her if she wants to be freed?
Do you want to be freed?
Do I want to be freed?
Mm.
I should say yes, I do.
Ask her what she would do.
Yeah, what would you do if you were freed? You're the only giant left.
I am surely
know
not the only giant left.
Yeah, but I mean, do you have like a cloud castle you can go to or something?
There are places, yes.
Okay. I turn to everyone. Look, her case is not sounding very good to me at this point. So,
Well,
What'd you do?
Yeah,
is Hank not translating to you guys?
No, is he?
I heard I'd be changed. Yeah, I thought that was the point.
well,
Alright,
give us
so-
the rundown in
Yeah,
your
come on.
words, guys.
What's happened then, Hank?
Yeah.
Seems like she is penitent,
Right.
but she hasn't outrightly said that she
Yeah.
wouldn't do it again.
Yeah, I don't
Do
think
what
he's that
again?
penitent. I think she-
Also, I think that you guys, Hank and Maria, you should both make insight checks.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
21.
Okay, great.
Insight. Where is insight? Not yet. 7.
Okay. Well, obviously Hank can't tell, but Tricky Bob, it has occurred to you that she has literally just woken up from a 30,000 year sleep and probably a bit grumpy. So even if she does say things, she might not mean them, because she might just be fucking angry about the fact that she's been chained up for 30,000 years.
Right.
So as to whether or not you're going to get a straight answer out of her that is going to define her actions, the one thing that might help that is the fact that you know that as a giant she would be most likely quite honor bound.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, here's the way I see it, and I might sound a bit knavish to put it this way, but I don't really care about the giants because if none of that stuff happened the way it did, we might not be here today, right?
Yeah, but she can do the same thing to you right now.
Do
Don't
what?
start getting introspective. Whatever happens, happened.
Exactly.
So that doesn't
And
matter.
yeah, you're right. Josiah, do what? What would she do to us? I mean,
That's
There
what
are
we need to ask.
why
dragons
would she?
around.
Why would she kill
Let's
us?
ask her if she was freed. Where specifically would she look to return to Memnor
Mm,
after everything that happened?
Why don't we
Would
ask
she
if
want
she'd
to
be
be
willing
by
to
his
swear an
side
oath
still?
to the cause of the Frostmoor crows?
Oh, I like that. But let's come to that later if we decide to free her. We're not doing this for ourselves, guys. And I look over and I wink.
You're totally doing this for us.
I don't know. She betrayed her whole race. I don't see why she wouldn't betray us.
Accidentally. But
Mm.
all,
Accidentally.
She did.
all we need to do.
I don't think she betrayed her whole race. I think she did
literally
what she was
killed-
honor bound to do.
She
But she didn't betray her father.
No, you still made the choice to do it.
it was a war.
Yeah.
Things were going
Mm.
on, you know. It's
Hmm.
Josiah's lost. Okay. We'll just ask her what can she give us a guarantee that she's not about to, that if we free her, she won't bring harm to the world as it is now.
I wouldn't take her word for it though.
What is she gonna do?
Ask her what guarantee can she give us then?
She's a
that she won't-
giant.
What guarantee
what?
what guarantee can she give us that she won't cause trouble?
We just killed the giant.
Wasn't a real giant
Not
that we
quite the
killed.
same
was it?
scale.
Yeah.
I thought it was a giant.
No, it was
Thing
like
is-
1/10 her
Oh.
size, I think. Was it?
Yeah, it wasn't. It was.
Oh, okay.
It's tiny.
Yeah, she won't be this easy, so that's why we pretty much have no
We're
real.
not here to kill her. We're here to talk to her, and she can probably understand us for all I bloody know.
Out of game, you also are aware that, I mean, if the story is true, if she is the daughter of Memnor, then she is the daughter of a god. That makes
Yeah.
her a kind of demigod.
Mm.
Mm. Yes,
She's a big deal.
I don't think we should be just reviving her.
I would be very excited to see the gods return to this world. It'd be very, very interesting.
Interesting. Ancient
I
Chinese
mean-
curse. May you live in interesting times.
Yes.
Mhm.
I mean,
mean-
here's the way I see it, right? And maybe this will come across as a little devious, but
Mm,
we could convince her to, as an act of penance, remove the squid
yeah.
and then kill herself.
No,
I don't think she'll do that.
I can't.
I
like,
wouldn't. I mean, I wouldn't do it. So
Memnor left this plane. You got to walk straight in that direction, north off the edge of the world. Find them there.
right, right.
I think she'd probably see through that.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, let's put that as a maybe plan.
Wait, hang on. I mean, why don't we just take the middle ground and just not free her and leave
Yeah.
her to her own devices? You know, don't put her back to stone. Yeah, we've gotten her out of her stony annoyances, so she can exist there. And if she can manage to find her own way out
What?
of
Just
her
leave her
bindings,
chained and starved to death. She's
Now look, if
still
we
it does
flesh
seem
and
a
blood.
little
That's
heartless,
even
kind of.
worse.
look, if we
Hmm.
did end up freeing her and she does cause some trouble, then there's a good chance that the elf gods will return as well. Right?
What?
So that would be good.
How do
The
you
Seldarine
figure
would
that
come back
there?
into action. Because I mean, if she started causing trouble and destroying the world, they're bound to show up and do something. I'm so bored.
Where are you
Colon
getting
the
this?
Rathian. Well, just where have they been?
Yeah, we've been a bit of stagnation in terms of
Mhm.
divine intervention recently.
Yeah, I don't think.
Perhaps
I don't think
this is the
just
linchpin that will,
releasing
you
this
know.
giant is.
I think it's a great idea. I think she can get rid of the squid for us, solve that giant drug problem, and all we have to do is ask her what guarantee she can give us that she's not going to cause chaos.
Eh,
Just ask her.
I'm on board with Gimbal
This is
here.
Gimbal's question.
Yeah.
Tricky, ask
I-
him.
okay. Do you want to be freed?
She's already
You
done
ask me if I
already
wish
said
to
that,
be
yeah.
freed, of course.
Yes.
Right. Okay. Well,
What guarantee can she give us she won't cause trouble?
how can we ensure that the world will be safe from you? I guess.
I see that you have grave concerns. I tell you this. I cannot run against my father. However, I will not join him. I will leave this plane.
Go where?
Hank, translate that. Because if he doesn't, like, yes.
Tricky. Ask her if we free her, can she help us remove a big squid?
No, don't say it like that.
No, let's
No,
say it
say-
like
say-
that. We
no.
can in
As an
exchange for a
act of
favor.
as an act of penance to the people of Sidariel, this is what you have to do.
Don't say the
Ham
fire
it up
thing.
here. Like she's the daughter of a god. She wants some theatrics. She wants some pizzazz. You don't just say, "Oh, please move this old piece of calamari."
Hmm.
I'm kind of for the calamari statement, to be honest.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Hank's not one for theatrics, you know. Josiah is, but
A bit of drama. That's what I'm saying. This is a demigod we're talking about.
Hmm.
Walk through the ocean, fight off the giant shark, remove the foul beast that lingers in Vanderhold.
You don't want to
can
fight
we
the
ride
giant
on her
shark.
shoulders? Can we ride on her shoulders over the water? Like just rock up.
I mean,
rock
I
up
tried
to
that and I fell
Vanderhold
off.
on the shoulders of a giant and just like watch her like fling this squid away. And oh man, how cool would we look, Josiah? How cool would that look?
Well, let's just
We'd
get to that
be
point
legends
first.
throughout the land.
So Tricky Bob, ask if she is prepared to atone for her crimes for by performing an act of charity for the denizens of Sidariel. Those words.
Right. Okay. Are you willing to atone for your crimes by performing
Act of
Community
charity
service.
acts of charity
for the denizens of Sidariel.
for the denizens of Sidariel?
I will perform 3 such acts.
Okay, 3 wishes. Nice. Right. What's the scale of acts that you can perform?
She
You
says,
know.
"Little one,
Mhm.
what do you think?"
think
Mhm.
acts of
Oh,
great
is it a
strength
tr-
and size and strength is what I think.
We could save that. What's it? We could save Vangate.
Free me of
Get-
this
get it over
Oh
prison.
here.
yeah.
Free me of this prison,
Yeah,
little
yeah.
one, and I will show you my acts of power. I just saw a very strange
we-
face poking behind Hank there for a minute there.
Probably my little brother.
Ah.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be my little brother. Get out of here, you turd.
Well, so far you're not
Brotherly
really
love.
selling this to me. You're really making it sound like you're gonna do something horrible once I release you from here. If I do.
Well, little one, how can I know what I will do when I am free of this prison? I may be so incensed that I may destroy the world. Or
Yeah.
perhaps I will fall to my knees in penance, and I will grant you your wishes.
Which one are you leaning towards more?
I'll be right back.
Do you know what I have missed?
No.
Tricky. Maybe we should mention that the world is in different hands than it was when she was captured.
Yeah, I guess yeah, the giant gods are not really a thing anymore as such. We kind of have a different pantheon now. We have multiple pantheons actually, since you killed all the giants and led to birth of all
I
these new
did
races.
not kill the giants.
Okay, facilitated. I'm sorry.
I was a messenger. Nothing
Yeah, well,
more.
okay,
Well,
fair.
Just let her know that the world is in the hands of elves and men and dwarves now.
Yep. Yeah.
We did
so,
not imprison her.
Yep. Okay, so the people that imprisoned you are no longer around, as you may have gathered. It's a whole different species now that don't really play part in what happened. So that's
Is there any part of this world that still stands as Astoria?
Do I know that?
You can make
think there
a
is.
history check. You can all make history checks if you wish.
Ready?
14.
What are we checking?
Ooh,
History.
Oh, yeah,
19.
what for? What's happening?
Yeah.
Oh, 17.
17, 19. Did I hear 17 and 19?
19.
21.
21.
Hey, everyone
Okay.
except Tricky.
Yeah, I got the
well, 'cause
lowest one.
Well,
Vangate
Tricky,
was
you
built
can
on
have
the ruins.
advantage because everybody else is apparently really good at this.
Well, we know that
Yay.
Vangate was built
Ricky
on the
has a
ruins.
lot going on. She's trying
5.
to talk to a giant lawyer.
Yeah.
Okay, so the things that most people know that you would probably know is obviously Vangate was built on the ruins of a giant civilization.
Mhm.
You've seen that Balkanad and the surrounding area seems to have been built on top of a giant civilization. You've seen enough sort of Astorian ruins now, Ankhorn being another really good example, to know that the Astorian civilization seems to have covered a great deal of the world. So certainly there's that. The other thing that you would know as a rumor is that far to the southeast of the world is said to be a bunch of islands where giants still reside. And they sometimes refer
Old
to it
Astoria?
as Old Astoria. And the city of Gargophius is said to still be inhabited. But this is all story and rumor to you guys. I mean, out of game, yeah, that's what's going on. But in game, you've no idea. It's a rumor. It's a story. None of you have been there. None of you have met anybody that's been there.
Right.
These are stories that have been carried down for hundreds of years. So even if they were true 500 years ago, they might not be true now. Chances are they are though, because giants and they live a long time and they're quite tough. So that's what you know.
Okay.
So Tricky, maybe we could tell her that the vast majority of old Astoria is in ruins,
Mhm.
but there is like an old wives' tale that there may still be some to the southeast.
I am
Uh,
on the
maybe-
fence at this point.
Yeah.
Now I'm on the fence.
Yep.
It's like, nah,
That last throwaway comment that she made about
destroying
being
things.
incensed and destroying stuff is not
Like, I,
didn't really help her case much.
no, I'd
No,
rather not destroy the
I
world.
feel like she's really not helping herself here at all.
Guys, I think that once you've come out of a stone death, it
Yeah.
it messes with your perception of things.
Well,
yeah?
how
Why don't we
sure?
give her something to eat?
How no here? How
You know, she might just be really pissed off.
how sure are we
I'm
about
always
giving us
angry.
these 3 wishes? These
Yeah.
3 things.
Well,
'Cause
we
we
asked
just-
her and she said she doesn't know.
We just make one of them. She can't hurt anyone in this plane.
The second one, she goes and tears down the Barrack Island. with.
Gets rid of the squid. No, the barracuda are cool.
No,
so
they're terrible.
second is the squid, and then the third is I don't
Well,
know.
if we ask her not to hurt anyone, that means we can't direct her to hurt anyone, right?
We're not trying to make her
We're
hurt
fine with
anyone.
making her a just
Oh,
a-
don't Isaac Asimov this, man.
We tell her that last. That's the third one. When we get to the last favor, we say you
Okay.
can't hurt anyone. Before
Leave it-
that, we can
leave-
tell her to kill whoever we want.
Okay. What? Okay, let's say we free her. Let's talk hypothetical here.
Hmm?
We say we free her. We say the first thing that we want her to do is to harm no models.
No, we save that for last.
Like, well, because I was thinking for last, we tell her to leave or Sidari, or at least not.
That's using up 2.
Well, because it's a thing of goodwill, right? We're showing that, hey, look, you said you were going to do this anyway, so we're only going to bank 2 of the 3 wishes that you've asked.
Hmm.
She could also just be full of it and be treacherous.
Yep.
So let's say she does the 2, and then we're like, hey, but you said 3, and then she's like, nah. You know,
Yeah,
what are we
I
gonna do?
feel like we'd really have no security net here. It's not like we can really guarantee that she won't just.
We have
Yeah,
the
we're dealing with
Medusa's
it
head.
being
We have the
pretty-
Medusa's head. We
pretty-
can turn her back to
Yeah,
stone.
Don't
she's
say
already-
it.
No,
Hmm.
well,
if we can catch her.
What if she can? Hang on. I just look at her. Can she understand us? Does she give anything away? Can I do
Yeah.
an insight
You
check?
can make an insight check.
18.
Apparently, you think, Gimbal, she can understand everything you're saying.
Okay. So I kicked Josiah.
Mm,
Up.
Mm,
We don't have anything.
Can she speak common then?
I think so.
can you speak common?
I can speak your language, little man.
Would have been nice if you'd, I guess. No, it's
All
fine.
that
it's fine,
effort.
Yeah. It's nice to meet you. My name is Josiah.
I am Unglamor.
I
We are
have
little.
read your story in the mosaics below.
Lies by the Stormazine. Lies.
Would
It's
you-
a bit of a
what
lie
part
to
of
put
the
it to
story
commit it to
is-
stone?
Yeah. What part of the lie? What part of the story in particular is a lie? Did you rebel against your father?
Yeah, it did say that, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
I made some attempt.
Yeah, that's
And-
good.
He
Mm.
cast you down, and killed your sister.
Yes. Yes.
And then you rejoined him after that, regardless of both of those things.
When you get afraid, I guess. Yeah, she's just coward.
Your elf friend is correct. I am a coward.
Oh well, it's no fun if you agree.
Now we're just bullying you.
Uh-huh.
All right. Would you seek to return to Memnor?
I have taken an oath not to do so.
Oh,
Part
To
of
this
my
Kind
punishment.
of oath.
To the Stormazine.
Yes.
good. You're free. Well, I think you're free. You got. I am on your side. Okay, I'm satisfied.
But we don't have any proof of this oath.
Well, you can't prove what you're going to do until you do it, right?
Exactly.
Now you're just talking riddles.
Maybe there is a proof of the oath. we didn't actually finish reading all of those mosaics.
Oh yeah, we couldn't read something because I kept failing on my history checks.
I will grant you what you've asked. 3 favors.
Unglamor,
Mortal
I'm on your
favors.
side here, and I believe my friend Gimbal is as well.
Yep, I'm
But-
decided.
My companion Tricky Bob and Hank, I believe, just need some sign. Can you tell us how you're captured and how you're
no,
turned to stone? Did you do this
sorry,
voluntarily?
I did not do this voluntarily, but I did not run when the time came. The officers of the Stormazine came to my domain. They made their prayers, their spells, and their cases known. I was honor bound to hand myself to them.
Your thoughts, Tricky
The
Bob?
honor. She's into honor.
It
Wanted
was
to-
my father who put me in this place. It was his betrayal.
Right.
But I cannot hate him for his betrayal, for I know that he loves me, that if he betrayed me, then he has a purpose.
What do you think his
Ooh.
purpose is?
I cannot fathom the purpose of a god.
I have a question,
Hmm.
Miss Unglamor. Are you familiar with the portals? The giant portals?
Somewhat.
Okay. Do you know where Memnor is?
Do you wish to find him?
A little.
It has been some time, Wood Elf. My memory of his location is likely to have changed. Memnor is not an easy one to find. Memnor is the god of tricksters.
Mm.
Hmm.
Is this a trick? If I say, are you Memnor, do you have to answer me honestly?
I am not Memnor.
Okay, then.
I am Unglamor.
Exactly what you would say if you were.
yeah.
Well,
Okay.
Kind of
I'm
a-
gonna
I don't
I'm
think
gonna
Memnor
mumble
would
off
be
and
in
just
prison.
start. I'm gonna walk away and start mumbling to myself.
Okay.
Could you, Unglamor? G'day. Hello, Unglamor. My name is Hank. I'm a human.
to you, Hank.
Whew. As one of the just out of interest, as one of the 3 things that you might do for us if we release you, would you consider offering your services to a group
A group.
of people?
I do not offer
call
service,
it
I
a-
offer single acts.
Hank like kicks the dirt next to him.
I will not be indebted for great periods of time. I
we
will
put
do
one-
for you favors that you cannot do for yourselves. I will
What if they're fun
rip down
favors?
mountains. I will destroy castles. I will take you to the ends of the earth.
Yeah.
I mean, we are there. But I get
Well,
it.
I mean,
Figurative.
so just I'd like to sort of creep up next to Josiah and Chucky and Gimbal if they're all next to us.
Hmm.
Just out of academic interest, I'd be pretty keen to think about what we could learn from this thing.
How? Yeah, exactly. I've never seen a giant.
Hmm.
All the
Also-
secrets,
Also,
we
can
just
just
like imagine
can we hold on to a
imagine
favor?
if we imagine if we introduced her to the Daughters of Twilight, what they could learn from
Ugh.
it.
Yeah, imagine
that'd
what
be
they
kinda
could
creep-
claim as theirs.
Yeah, I feel like they'd be kind of creeped
I don't think
out if
they'd-
we brought a giant god back to them.
I think they'd be pretty stoked.
No, they like the elf gods.
Hmm.
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 Yeah, but isn't their goal to sort of like reach the
Moon.
moons, the
Yeah,
temples and things
Yeah,
in
she
the
can throw us.
in the sky? Which are all Astorian. They're the Astorian temples, the Astorian. They
the-
love Astorian stuff. The Daughters.
But at
This
the end of
is-
the day, we all need to decide, each of us, if we are
Mhm.
for or against this.
I'm for
What
it.
good can she bring to the world? And if she does leave, will that really affect us at all?
Hmm.
Hmm.
All right.
Do we
I
trust
say
him?
my 2 cents. We free her. We move the squid. We retake Veingate. And I don't know.
We save the favor. We see if we can
Smash,
save a favor.
smash the barricile.
Why don't we just save a
smash the,
favor?
the main seat of the barricile or
No,
something.
because
That'd be pretty cool.
they're good. There's some of them are bad eggs.
No, but they told us that they didn't like the house that they were in, so they wanted to renovate, but they need someone to destroy it for insurance purposes.
I don't want to. I don't want to give a giant's favor to helping them. I just don't want to destroy them. It's a waste of a favor.
Right.
Say,
Alright.
oh, can you help us move our house?
We
Right.
move the squid. We break the siege of Veingate, if there is a siege in Veingate to begin with. I
Probably
don't
already
know.
over.
And then we learn how to utilize the portals.
Yeah.
We know how to use it. Use the
Learn,
portal.
That's
yeah.
that's my 2
It's a
cents.
waste.
Yeah, but she
It's a
might have
waste.
more addresses for us. You know, she might have more
I think she's forgotten those.
utility.
I mean, we don't know how to activate the things anyway.
You don't
right?
know that. Yeah.
Anyway, so that's where we're at.
But that's my 2 cents.
Right.
What's everyone else's thoughts?
I'm in for 2 of the favors. The third, I want to
Mm.
see if we can just hold on to and see if we can summon her somehow.
I'm not a big fan of duplicity for this. I mean, I am a big fan of duplicity in general, but yeah, I think she has been held up for a long time. 30,000 years or some such. Yeah, I reckon let's just be straight with her. Look, do these 3 things with us for us, and then you're free to go. And then we just let her go her merry way. And I think one of them should be the squid, of course. I think the second one maybe is something that we could learn from her, maybe ancient Astorian methods that might help us in the battle against certain.
How about the
Contingents.
location of a vault of magical items?
Yeah, but that'd be the thing about magical items from the giant gimbal is they're way too big.
Well, where are
The
all these
giant
small ones
size
coming
magical.
from?
Elfin,
elves?
aren't they?
Elves
Yeah.
mostly, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, elves and dwarves.
Can I do a history
Yeah.
check? I don't remember.
You can do a history check.
Mhm.
You can
Yep.
all make history checks on this if you like.
Okay, I'm
Alright.
pretty sure they were
Yeah,
Elven
I'll make a history
artifacts
check
in
on
that
Maybe they
first
were made
session.
by giants. 18.
6.
14.
14.
Four.
You are aware, Gimbal. You've heard of and what did you get, Tricky Bob?
14.
14. Okay, you two. You're both aware that certain Ostorian artifacts literally will change size to fit whoever the user is.
Ah,
Okay.
okay. Vault of magic items location. That can be one of the favors.
Well, I
You
mean,
could
we
be
know
one of
that
the
we know
favors.
it's the dome, but
Not
No,
all of
one-
them will
one
do
that's-
this, by the
One
way.
that's
Yeah.
Not all
Yeah,
of the magical items
all
will
of
do that.
No,
but
no,
some
no.
of them will.
But anyway, we're not saying that it has to be an unknown. It has to be one that hasn't been.
Well, she
pilfered or
wouldn't know that.
squandered. Well, no, that's
would
her
she know
job.
that?
That's her job. It's not an instant task. It's not a snap of the fingers. She needs to get acquainted with the world and find out, or tell us all the locations.
So we just got a
Alright.
giant walking around. which
Secret
is-
giant locations. Like I'm sick of walking around and seeing like a big egg and it not being an egg because it just looks like one. Like all these kind of things. Like
She's
if
not,
if she can give us an idea of all the giant stuff, then at least we don't have to wander around confused anymore.
she's not very inconspicuous. She's literally a giant, a giant that's going to be walking all over the place.
Maybe she can shrink.
Can you shrink?
I am the daughter of a trickster god.
That's a yes.
Oh.
Might also mean she's deceiving us as well.
Could be.
I-
Yeah.
I think there are
Maybe
two
she's
ways
not.
we can.
Maybe she's
yeah.
not actually this big.
But look, her hands are stone. She can't cross her fingers.
My hands are not stone.
Yeah,
Oh,
we fixed
Oh
that
right,
problem.
no, right, we fixed
Can we
that.
check her fingers?
Can we see her hands?
You can see her hands. She's not crossing her fingers or doing anything else that you think would be superstitiously odd, for that matter.
All right. Well, no, I've said my piece. I'm okay with this. I like
I'm
her.
okay with it.
She seems, and it's interesting.
I think she's very interesting. I'm intrigued, and I'd like to see
Plus,
what effect
I
she would
ask
have on the
you
world.
for one favor then.
Hmm.
Mm.
All right.
I should ask to see Stronmos.
That sounds very familiar.
Yeah, is that the
Stronmos? How?
god?
It's
of-
the sun.
He
Isn't
was
it
Yeah.
out of
the
game.
one sun?
Stronmos was the one son. Yeah.
The one son. Oh, she doesn't
Yeah.
know about the Picard.
Eh,
Should we tell her? Who wants to tell her?
Actually,
We gotta tell her
How does
Who's
she
the
know?
most
How does she
educated?
know about elves and people and whatnot? Didn't the giant dragon
She doesn't
war
know anything.
happen before?
Well,
called
she
me a-
just called us little ones.
She
Yeah.
called you a wood elf.
Yeah.
No, did she?
No, she didn't.
Yeah.
No, I think we're
Did she?
talking about
Rewind the video
No,
from
she
this point.
she said the elf. She said the elf, not wood elf.
Did she
Okay.
You
say
know
elf?
what an elf is.
It
They
doesn't-
probably. I mean, there are other.
There are other
do you know what
worlds
elves
that
are?
she has been to. She's
Okay.
not. She's a
Yeah.
planeswalker. She's a
Okay.
deity.
Okay.
practically.
Okay.
She's been around.
All right. All right.
Probably read our minds.
By strong mouse, you mean the sun, right?
Yes.
I've got
Do-
something I need to
Do,
tell
do
you.
you do you want to go see him because you hate him so much that you just wish he was dead?
Why
Or do
should
you
I
like
wish
him
such a
so much
thing?
that you would prefer there to be two strong mouses?
I should wish to go before the sun and claim my innocence.
You can plead your case to us,
Sure.
I
Sure.
do plead my
No,
case
yes,
to
you
you.
did. and we think you
Let's do it.
innocent.
I
Yeah,
cannot
let's do
say
it.
that I am all good, for I do not know that for sure. I cannot say that I am evil, for I do not know that for sure.
Well, self-reflection is a very admirable trait, and
Yeah,
yeah,
you
few
just
people are
know
capable of it.
That I have taken my punishment, I have made penance for my actions and crimes, and if they are not yet done, then encase me again in stone and step back until such time as my punishment is met.
How did
I
you
think
get
your
turned into
punishment was
stone?
meant to be eternity.
Yeah, you haven't really done it.
I have to pee.
Yeah,
Close
it does say
enough.
on the.
From
I'm
my
for-
point of view.
I'm for it. You two decide. It's up to you.
I'm keen.
I think me and Josiah are in. So
Okay.
Tricky, it's your crisis of faith. Go back.
Can I reach out to Moradin? Do I still get my thing of like being able a divine intervention?
Yeah, you can try.
Can I
Divine
close my
intervention.
eyes and ask him what he thinks I should do?
Well, Tricky, I've been waiting for you to do that.
Yay!
Um, channel divinity.
Hmm?
I'm just checking. Where's the class feature for it?
Oh, channel divinity.
Orders demand. What does that do?
It's my command one.
Okay. Feat Warcaster.
So I get 2 uses per.
I don't see a trait that actually gives you divine intervention.
I thought it was a cleric default cleric trait.
Yeah,
What are we looking at? Divine intervention.
Yeah.
What
are
are
you
you
thinking
trying
of
to intervene with?
the one from Adventure Zone where he actually
No, it's
communes with
a
his?
it's a cleric.
Or are you just assuming that because I keep giving you divine intervention that it's a class trait?
Oh, 10th level.
You can channel divinity.
I can channel divinity.
Ooh.
I thought it was a lot lower level than 10th.
Yeah. That's what
Wowsy.
she said. Alright.
Yeah.
Oh well. Before we free her, do we want to give her a recap on the history of what we know of Sidariel
Let's get her up to
up to
speed.
date, so
Good call.
that and see if how she reacts and if she's about to explode go on a murderous rampage. Because we didn't kill everybody.
All right. So
That
what
was
do you
God
tell her?
stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me then what has occurred in this world.
Okay, well we'll hit you with the big one first, which is
Don't
that
freak out.
Strongmouse. He's dead.
Strongmouse.
Right? He's dead.
Not necessarily dead, but split in two.
She lowers her head.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Then who is the sun? Is there still a sun?
Sun.
We know the names.
There's a
I
few of
wrote
them
them on
now.
my. Damn. It's 2.
Isa
Oh,
and
we could have
Thurisaz.
we could have had inspiration for that.
If you'd pulled it out of your ass in time, I would have been. There's inspiration.
I
You've
left
used
that.
the
I
lore
left that notebook
effectively.
at home. Fuck.
But yes, so the suns are still there. We don't know them as being sentient or to the same degree as you knew Strong Mouse. But they're still there, and so there's still life, obviously. It's just
Isa
different.
and Thurisaz.
It's just all a lot smaller.
And
Everything's smaller.
2 of them.
Hmm.
You say then that
Yeah.
Strong Mouse is banished from this world. His avatar is dead.
I would suppose.
We don't
so
know about that.
we haven't met them ourselves, and so it's more
How
we-
many gods have you met?
exactly. I'd count yourself. I'd call you a god,
Hmm.
but we don't go around. That's what nowadays we don't go around meeting gods.
I met a
Although,
god.
Tricky's met
I saw
Moradin.
it. I
Tricky
saw it.
talks to one.
When we've seen Nilbog.
That's not
Oh, yeah.
that's not a thing. He's a little shit.
Yeah, that's totally a thing.
He's not a
it's
god.
Totally a thing.
I'm not calling him a
He's
god.
definitely a god.
He like kicked my nuts.
Definitely some kind of a trickster
pulled
being.
my hair.
Trickster.
Yeah.
The trickster goblin god. Yeah, that's
Exists on a
I
plane
agree with
of
that, yeah.
which we cannot see. Ticks
Mm.
my boxes.
yeah, without that mask.
Anyway,
I'd agree with
Please
Josiah.
cease your squabbling.
so what we're saying is the gods aren't very prevalent currently in the world, so we don't meet them. We're not familiar if maybe he is.
This
Still
is a
there.
predictable outcome
Hmm.
from what Memnor's intentions seem to have been. My
shit.
father wished to see the world quietened.
Well, yes, he has definitely succeeded. Then I think. Anyone else?
I don't know.
I think that's the case.
Doesn't seems fairly noisy to me still.
The elves were all
I can
we're
still
all chasing
hear things.
after our gods and Coralon and trying to get to the moon and see if we can find any, but no one's been successful.
What do you speak of?
Oh, okay. Do we need to cover Grumsh
Card.
and the
Yeah.
Eye
Yeah.
and okay?
Yeah, the
Um,
Grumption, Packard and stuff.
The Elven refugees.
Yeah.
Everything's destroyed. All the gods are fought. I think was it Sahanine Moonbow was
Cast
Killed?
down.
cast down, and then Coralon went to look. So she's in hell now, and Coralon's gone to look for her. I
He's
think,
disappeared. He's just
or he's
gone
just
AWOL.
gone. We don't
Yeah.
know.
Mm,
They're all gone,
don't know where Grumpsh is, what the
Mm-mm.
story is there.
but he's missing an eye.
But
He's
yeah,
missing an eye.
there's a really big rift in Sidario. Big
A dragon, 5-headed
Rift.
dragon, probably helped Grumsh destroy the world as well.
We'll try to. Yeah.
Gone to shit.
What's happening with the dwarven gods?
Yeah.
They seem to be quite quiet.
I'm
The
reading,
dwarves have
sorry.
been
Quiet,
cursed,
they're
right?
as quiet as Tricky.
I've been not listening. But what I've read so far though, so divine intervention is not actually speaking to the god directly, it's actually having the god interfere and do something for you.
Right.
So like you
Like
can
kind of like what happened like a session ago.
Y-
Yeah.
When he
yeah.
when he came out of
Yeah.
the stone.
But-
yeah.
Yeah.
There's no actual like skill to talk to a god. So I've been
Right.
reading a lot of like
Just-
other people's
It's DM's
get-
fears.
yeah, it's literally just flavor. So some people have like, there's a god comes and talks to them when they're asleep or something like that. Some
Tricky
people
bug then.
did.
Here's the deal. You can role play a prayer.
Okay. How?
Impress me.
How do dwarves pray? Let's imagine
Probably
that
get out
entire
their
time
hammer
where
or
you guys were like blabbing about whatever. I was just kind of sitting there, kind of actually no, I was lying down fetal position
Wow.
the entire time.
So she's
Um,
not kneeling with her hammer or anything like that.
No, she's literally
the
lying
floor.
on the floor, and covering her face and just trying to essentially get into the same headspace as she was when she was tripping out.
Right.
And just say like, Moradin, what should I do?
All right. Can you make a religion check?
Alrighty.
Press me. I'm in a fetal position.
Well, I can't fit it in this chair, and 15 is on my religion check.
15 is your religion check. Okay. All right. Well, you kind of feel like there's a presence there. You feel like you're in the presence of Moradin. He's not really ever left you. You know that he's with you. He's always
This
been with
entire
you.
time.
Yeah. So you feel like he's asking you what it is that you want, what it is that you need, what is it that you need to know.
Moradin, do you trust Unglamor? Unglamor.
That's a big question.
Should I trust Unglamor?
Tricky, make an insight check.
Oh boy.
You can have advantage though,
Ins.
and that is Moradin's favor.
Well, my advantage gave me 15.
With advantage, okay.
Yep.
You largely trust her. You trust her, but you think she may have surprises, and there may be things she knows that she's not saying. She's got obviously a lot of history, and she's a very broad character in some ways. So she's this event is bigger than all of you. You know that.
Okay.
So, do
We
you
kinda
trust
knew
her?
that, right?
You trust her to keep her word?
All
Yeah,
right.
I trust her to keep her word, but after that, it's well, that's God's
Well,
stuff.
we do. The question is
Yeah.
tricky, you know.
Also,
Yeah.
let's talk. All right, so and I just start ranting here. Let's talk about fate. Okay, we were sent here as a test, and now whatever happens is meant to happen. So if we're we all think we should free her, we're meant to free her, and then whatever happens, it's not really our fault.
That's what do they call that? That's
Fatalistic.
Now,
no, not
fatalistic means
fatalistic.
everything
It's,
is gonna,
No. It's oh fuck, I can't remember the word for it.
It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Yeah.
He's really absolving himself of any responsibility of his actions as well. But
Yeah, pretty
I-
much.
I,
yeah.
don't,
exactly.
I don't disagree with what he's saying.
I
We were
want to
sent-
do it, so it must be the way it should be done.
Mhm.
We were
God's-
sent here as a test. They
Oh,
didn't expect us.
Yes, my lady, Lord lady.
what is that is in your head, Alf?
That is my brain.
And you have
you
two.
have these as well.
There is another entity in your mind. I detected.
Do you know how to
that.
get rid of that, Unglamor?
I may well.
Hang on.
Is
Slow
that
down.
one of your requests?
No, wait. What do you know? I like my brain. How do we know she's not confused and she doesn't want to pull my brain
Yeah,
out?
that could be one of the requests. Yeah, get rid of the smaller brain. Wait, which one? Which one is this?
And at that
This is
point,
why I don't-
and at that point, she castrates Gimbal.
Yeah. Very good.
Just kidding.
What is this entity? Also, does the entity react when it's being found out?
You get a sense of this kind of churning feeling in your mind that's happening sort of in your subconscious, Gimbal.
Okay.
Kind of a prickly feeling on the back of your neck.
What's the thing in my head?
There is an illithid mind within you, Alf.
Does anyone know
An
what that is?
aberration.
Oh, I don't like those.
We weren't going to tell you, Gimbal. We
Oh,
weren't
that's
going to tell you.
nice. That's
We've,
not- that's
we've
nice of you.
tried to tell
It
you.
has been placed there, and it is neutered. It cannot grow.
Ah,
Oh.
we didn't know that.
I could just keep
That's
it.
nice of
Didn't know
them.
that either.
No, does this give me headaches?
Yes, I would think it might.
Yes, I'd like it gone, thank you.
If you free me, I can restore you.
I mean, you already had my vote, so
You've got my vote as well. I think
Yeah,
Tricky
got
Bob's
my-
the only one
got
we
my
need
vote.
to. Tricky Bob, what do you think?
Convinced.
Moradin says I might I should or I
Trust-
can.
Trust your gut.
I mean, I guess, but give the Medusa head. Wait, yeah, Medusa head. Actually, were you turned to stone by Medusa?
I do not recall. It is more likely a spell affected upon me by the Stormazine priests.
Okay, well, we don't have anything of that scale.
Do we have another
so-
one of those scrolls?
You
Yeah,
have
we do.
my
We've got another-
word.
We take your word. We're gonna head down and pull the pin out.
Very well.
Can Kank do it?
You start going around the thing.
I'm gonna stay here.
Okay.
Do we need all of us
I'll
to
do it.
pull the pin?
Yeah, we
It's going to take a significant amount of force to get the pin out. And
Thanks, magic.
No one of you can do it alone. It will
Thanks,
take at
magical.
least 3 of you.
Okay, I think I'm the strongest. so
I
have
can
to-
actually hang on. I've actually wait a second.
Mhm.
I've actually got a newfound ability as a school of alteration magic.
Mm-hmm.
Strong
I can
spell.
I can spend a certain amount of time to change one substance of wood, metal, or stone into another substance of those.
Mhm.
It takes a while. It's like 1 feat per 10 minutes or something, and each effect only lasts an hour. But I could,
Oh, good. So we're going
turn
to we're
the
going
pin
to
into wood, perhaps, and then
So if it
chop
was a
in half.
6-foot object,
We're
by the
going-
time you got to the last foot, the first foot would be turning back again.
Yeah,
But it's
I could
going to be a
chop it
very
first,
dramatic and
I could
slow
I would
freedom.
only need to transmute 1 foot of it to weaken it, right?
Right? That's true.
Okay. After
Yeah.
if Hank is explaining this, I just start walking down again.
Mm-hmm. I'm
It's
gonna
like,
follow.
okay,
I'm gonna
fuck,
follow
I'm not-
Gimbal.
I'm
Yeah.
not going through
All right.
this.
Well, you get to the bottom anyway.
Alright.
Long story short, you make it to the bottom without any mishaps.
Mhm.
What do you do?
Let's pull the pin.
Yeah. All right. Oh, don't go anywhere. We still need to talk a little bit more about where we go from here.
Very well.
All right. And so yeah, we'll pull the pin.
All the chains begin to release and slide over her body, at which point you can all 3 make dexterity saving
Yeah.
throws.
Fuck.
Oh boy,
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
a 2.
Your dex check's always great.
Mm,
Jackie.
yeah.
Yeah, 23 as well, actually. Hank got
25.
23 too.
23. Okay. Did anybody get less than 14?
2.
Okay. Tricky Bob. .20 of bludgeoning damage
Weehee.
Oh,
as the chains kind of land on Tricky Bob. Fortunately, she's wearing enough armor that it hopefully doesn't kill her.
Nope.
They're good. They're good.
Oof.
Okay.
Just
good.
turn to
Okay.
tricky. Yeah.
This is a
Is-
sign saying that we shouldn't do this.
It's too late now though.
Climb out from underneath the chains.
We should have predicted that was going to happen, though. No.
And yeah,
I think it was fate. Okay, let's go.
it was fairly predictable, I thought, but not just me, maybe. I don't know. You guys didn't really ask about the chains too much, so
yeah,
No, we didn't.
in the
We knew-
excitement, you just
we knew
forget
they'd
about it.
drop. Yeah.
yeah.
Not as one of the favors. Could you please make yourself smaller?
No.
No.
Oh, right.
I
I
yeah.
said
not favor.
not
as
as one of the favors.
Yeah.
She
This is a
looks
bit
down at
awkward.
you. She takes a deep breath
Thank you.
and she begins to shrink. And you see there's like an image made out of light of her still big as she shrinks down into the small form. And then that light image of her at full size fades away.
Lovely.
And she steps towards you. And you can see how she would look as a human at human scale now.
Hmm.
Is she bald?
She's not bald. She's got
Alright
long,
then.
long blonde hair plaited about
Lovely.
her
She's
She's
head.
probably beautiful, right? As
She
a as a
is.
sort of a god.
Yeah. She does have some scars on her face. So she's,
Yeah.
a little weathered.
Don't we all?
Right? That's right, don't we all?
Hmm.
Well,
She's wearing a wolf skin cloak or some sort of fur cloak. You're not sure necessarily what it is, but it has fine trim on it.
So do I.
Right.
Well,
do we want to stop there before we
Um,
wander off?
At this point, she steps close to you, Gimbal.
All right.
She says, "Kneel before me, Alf."
Okay. I kneel down and then I lift my head up, expecting her to go up my nose.
She puts her hands on your head, and there is a glow of warm light that surrounds you for a minute. And then Gimbal, she holds your head as this goo starts running out of your nose, and it just comes sloughing out. And
Okay, gross.
Oh,
you feel like you're kind of half dead for a minute, and then you feel the restoration bringing everything back together again.
Mm.
And she lets go of you. She says, "That is my first act."
Well, thank you for that.
You will not die now.
That's good.
Hey, we got asshole Gimbal back.
I mean,
oh, we got
I
less.
figured I'd
reckless
get
Gimbal.
less assholey now.
Yeah.
Less
Less
asshole
murder.
and
No, I
more-
thought
more
you were
reckless.
More
more
reckless.
because you had less morals.
I was
Yes.
no,
So
I
I
was.
thought it
I
was
thought I
fine.
was more morally sensible. No,
No, you're more. You're
now
more.
thought you
now
were
I was
less morally
less. I was
sensible.
less morally sensible, but less reckless.
Yes.
Mm.
Yeah.
And now I'm just. Now I have morals again, but I can be reckless again.
Right.
That's good. I miss that Gimbal that gets us into situations.
That's a lovely favor. That's quite good. I'm already pretty happy. I'm pretty chuffed about this whole situation.
Mm.
All right. How would you like to travel? We have a boat.
You have a boat.
We have a boat. Mm.
I see.
Probably quite slow by your standards.
I think it might
got
be
a
good to
staff
help
too.
We should thank-
reacclimatize yourself to the world as it stands. You might be quite shocked to see a few things.
Oh right, yes, we should. Yes.
Mm.
Do you want to travel with us while we have these favors, and then at least you can acclimate to the
We can
world's
fill you in.
state.
Others approach us now.
Oh, and Dario.
Ooh.
Oh wait, no, the Goliaths.
Others giants.
Wait, what?
What?
Oh,
She
Oh.
points into the big chamber that you came out of, where all the tree blights and the Fomorian and the other monsters were.
Are those
Oh, we
trees
should run.
giants?
We should
No,
run now.
the hideous cursed things.
That's
Oh,
right.
At the end of the other chamber, past the pool, you know where the stairs go up at the far side?
Yeah.
Yes.
And at the other end, there's a portal.
Yeah.
Yes.
That portal begins to activate.
Oh shit.
Okay,
fuck.
it's time.
Let's
time
get
to
outta
run.
here.
Let's go.
Maybe she's very strong
Quick,
and she can
make
defeat
us
us.
make us big, and then just put us at the top, and then make yourself small, and then put yourself at the top. How often can you do it?
We shall leave.
Let's run.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Onwards then.
Good.
All right. So she follows you up around the chamber.
Mhm.
You see her stop a few times and look back as if it was almost nostalgically. When you get to the top, and you can hear noises coming from below, big noises, crashing noises. And you finally get back to the top, and you weave your way up through to past where you killed the Medusa, and then to the broken tunnel that came down from the back of the top dome chamber, which we shall move you to now. You went there, and
Oh, so quick.
let's put this up here.
Oh yeah.
That's the Medusa chamber.
Mm.
Oh, yeah, the red splotch.
All the way up to, I guess it was here.
Sick.
Yep.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Mm.
Ah.
There's a boat. I remember the boat.
All right.
Good times on that boat.
Hey, there's the
Alright.
boat.
And there's hell. What looks
Mm.
like hell.
Yeah.
Why is the boat over there?
And
There's a
the
second boat.
Remember, we've got a shark, right? I imagine there's
There is a big shark.
sharky man.
But he's not
Swimming
nearby,
around.
so that's fine.
Mm.
Okay, go. So we're running.
All right.
All right. So you're running, and you come out in that top chamber. At which point you see there is a second boat, much bigger than your boat,
Oh,
Oh,
and it's flying.
shit.
okay. None of this is very good.
Or plausible. What? How?
They
Gee,
gave us the choice.
Unglamor, Unglamor, do you think maybe that those people are other cloud giants?
Are they friendly?
She says they are the Stormazine.
Oh,
Oh, they're still around.
Shit.
We
But we
should
did
away.
Stormazine.
we should away. Let's away.
Yeah, I'll get my staff out.
All right.
Yeah.
How are we
You're
gonna do
gonna look
this?
real
We gotta run.
heroic.
We gotta run real fast.
Mm.
All right, and so
Yeah.
you go chasing down the steps, down the steps, down the steps,
Mhm.
and you hear the sounds of. You've heard these sounds before. The sounds of skeletons rising.
Not again.
Hundreds.
no,
of
We'll
them.
just keep running. You guys,
Yeah.
you guys go
Keep
ahead.
running,
I'll
keep
form
running.
the butt.
Just keep running.
All right.
Keep going. Let's get down to the boat. What about the Goliath?
The Goliath are
The two
with you.
Goliaths are
They're
with
running with you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
they're there.
cool.
They come
Yeah.
chasing down.
Oh, sweet.
Although we
Um,
could ask that they make the honorable sacrifice.
No.
And stay behind.
No,
You
How
leap.
high up is that
no,
ship?
man.
How high up? What?
Yeah, the flying ship. Like
Oh, it's about.
descending, or is it?
It is
circling?
descending. Yeah, it's circling down in descent. And you realize, those of you that saw before the light shut out briefly, then it must have been this boat passing over the top of the dome.
Oh.
I'm so sure it was the tree.
You were
Do
sure.
they have cannons?
Do they have what?
Cannons.
No,
Are cannons a
they
thing
don't
in this world?
No.
Oh, good.
No.
Just magic explosions. So that's fine.
There, you know, Greek
Magic
fire,
fireballs and stuff.
ballistas, that type of stuff does exist, but
Yeah,
Hmm.
you know,
But no gunpowder.
yeah.
no gunpowder.
No
So
gunpowder.
Cool.
they can be happy about
Yeah.
that.
Yep.
So you get to your boat, and as you're going down the stairs, you're getting on the boat. You turn and you see Unglamor. She turns and she just waves a hand, and you see all the skeletons turn to dust. They explode in front of her.
Wow.
Sweet.
Damn.
Yeah.
She steps
We did
onto the
that
boat.
too, Unglamor.
When you step onto the boat, she steps on behind you, and despite her small size, the boat goes boom.
Ooh.
Wait,
All
What?
right.
What did happen? Wait. Oh, okay.
Oh, she still weighs
as
her?
as if she weighed more than she looks, but not her full
Ha
weight.
ha ha.
Right.
So is the boat
Right,
going?
okay.
Can the boat hold it?
Yeah, because she doesn't
Okay.
weigh her full amount, but she
Right,
weighs
yeah.
more than she looks.
But she doesn't crack the wood. Like in the where she's standing, she doesn't like fall through the floor.
No.
Okay.
Um,
All right, let's get out of here.
Mm.
Do the wind thing.
Right.
Yeah, I'll do the
you
wind thing.
Do the wind
So I'm going to
thing.
stand. I'm going to look at Unglamor and I'm going to take a real heroic pose, you know. And I'm gonna cast gust.
Gust of wind.
Yeah.
Okay. And you go
Yeah, gust of
sailing
wind.
back out across the water. Make perception
Yeah.
checks, please.
All right, deception.
19.
I think we got away with it.
17.
All right. And you zoom off into the mists. The last thing you see in the distance is the shape of a huge shark fin crossing in front of the island that you're leaving from, and that disappears into the mist behind you.
I think we got away with it.
There is a period of very misty, bright light until finally you break out back again into the oceans north of Vanderholt.
Hold.
Where's my map?
Vanderheim
Alright.
area. And
we,
eventually
did
you
we-
see Vanderhold coming into view.
Goody.
Out of interest, did we have to pick up those stones on the way back?
No, we leave those.
You left them there, yeah.
Also, nothing matters anymore, Hank. That whole chart doesn't matter. She's what matters. Double point over.
I guess so, but you know, it would have been nice to see the whole thing through, I suppose. Anyway,
And
all right.
you can now make out the squid on the beaches off Vanderhold. You can make out the township and what have you. You can see
Let's-
people there. And you are approaching fairly quickly. And I
We can do this so dramatically.
Mm.
you arrive at the shore, and the boat comes up against the sand there, just south of a massive tentacle that runs past here. This is about where I think we should wrap.
Yes.
Yeah, and let's discuss what we're actually going to. How we're going to do this.
We're going to summon them.
Enchant.
We're going to announce our return, summon the mayor and his cronies to the dock, to the
You-
squid,
Can I
and then
make-
she's gonna fucking turn huge and like
Hang on.
fling it into the sun. Okay, so
Yeah.
And when you get to the shore, you realize she's not on the boat.
Wait, what? At what point did we lose her?
Through the mist.
Well, I told
She
you.
was on a bound though. We'll see her again.
Well, hang on.
All right.
I flip and
let's chat and chat.
Okay, son of a bitch.
All right.
Okay.
And chat.
And I'll see you guys
All right.
in chat and next week.
All righty.
See you later.
Thank you.
Okay.
See
See
All
ya.
right.
Bye-bye.
Fuck